All right, moving on. Each year, the world produces around 400 million tons of plastic waste. Much of it is discarded after just a few minutes of use. Negotiators hope to reach the world's first treaty on plastic pollution this year, but across 5 very different countries. However, single-use plastic remains hugely popular as a cheap and convenient choice. Let's take a look at some of these countries that are still using single-use plastic. We start with Bangkok. On a Bangkok street lined with food vendors, customers line up for traditional sweets. The dish sits in clear plastic bags alongside rows of taro pudding in plastic boxes. Banana leaves used to be standard, but they are increasingly expensive and hard to source each day. Now, the 40-year-old business uses at least 2 kilos of single-use plastic.
We want to help the environment, but it's not convenient for us, and the burden may fall on the customers. If there were eco-friendly options as affordable and convenient as plastic, we would use them, but they do not exist yet.
Thailand started limiting single-use plastic before the pandemic, asking major retailers to stop handing out bags for free. But the policy has largely fallen by the wayside, with little uptake among the country's street food vendors. And according to the country's pollution control department, Thailand produces 2 million tons of plastic waste a year. The World Bank estimates 11% goes uncollected and is burned or disposed of on land or leaks into rivers and the ocean. Now let's move to Nigeria. In the Obalende market at the heart of Nigeria's economic capital, Lagos, emptied water sachets litter the ground. Now each day, dozens of customers use their teeth to tear open the bags of pure water and drink. 2 500-milliliter sachets sell for between 3 to 15 US cents.
Markets, we have borehole for markets.
We have a borehole at the market, but we can't use it because the water is not clean. You'd need to boil it before you can use it. So you can use it to cook but not to drink, as it bears several sicknesses. So that's why we can't use the water from the borehole and we use the sachet water instead.
That's why we're using pure water.
Now, since they appeared in the 1990s, water sachets have become a major pollutant across much of Africa, but they remain popular for drinking, cooking, and even washing. Around 200 firms produce the sachets in Lagos, and several hundred more recycle plastic. But supply vastly outstrips capacity in a country with few public waste bins and little environmental education. Lagos banned single-use plastic in January, but with little impact so far. The United Nations estimates up to 60 million water sachets are discarded across Nigeria every day. In Brazil, each day vendors walk the sands of some Rio de Janeiro's most beautiful beaches, lugging metal containers filled with tea-like drink, mate. The iced beverage infused with fruit juice is dispensed into plastic cups for eager sun worshippers dotted along the seafront.
The cup is always a part of the sale. It's very rare to see a beach goer with their own cup. Most of the time, we give them a plastic cup.
A salesman said mate vendors on the beach had used plastic for as long as he could remember. He pays $1 for a tower of 20 cups and charges customers $1.80 for each drink. Now, bins along Rio's beaches receive about 130 tons of waste a day. But plastic is not separated, and just 3% of Brazil's waste is recycled annually. Plastic straws have been banned in Rio's restaurants and bars since 2018, and shops are no longer required to offer free plastic bags, though many still do. Congress is also considering legislation that would ban all single-use plastic. Now let's move to France now. Single-use plastic has been banned since 2016, but while items like straws and plastic cutlery have disappeared, plastic bags remain stubbornly common. At Paris's Aligre market, stalls are piled with fruit, vegetables, and stacks of bags ready to be handed out. Most are stamped reusable and 100% recyclable, and some are described as compostable or produced from natural materials. But experts have cast doubt on the environmental relevance of some of these claims. There are alternatives like paper bags, but some customers are simply not convinced.
We make both types of bags because some customers come without bags. They find plastic bags for us to put the goods in, and some come with their own bags. So we have both paper and plastic bags to meet the needs of our customers.
Now next comes Dubai. At the Al Beirut restaurant in Dubai, plastic containers are piled high, waiting to be filled and delivered across the city. With few pedestrians and an often scorching climate, many of Dubai's 3.7 million residents rely on delivery from everything from petrol to coffee. Now, residents of the United Arab Emirates have one of the highest volumes of waste per capita in the world, and single-use plastic accounts for 40% of all plastic used in the country. Since June, single-use plastic bags and several similar items have been banned. Polystyrene containers will follow next year.